go again. Video 2 on the Gladiator. We're going to put the bumper and a winch on it today, I think. I'm going to mock up the winch. I'm going to see how the winch fits on there. I'm using, I think it's an old Badlands winch I got off a trailer, but I'm trying not to spend a whole lot of money on this thing since I usually spend all my money on that thing. So this one here is just going to be a overlander if you didn't catch the first video. So it's going to be just an Amazon build or stuff that I already have here. So that being said, let's get this bumper off. Alright, so these bumpers are pretty easy to get on and off here. I think they're only held on by a few bolts. There's a little cover in here that you need to get out so you can have access to those bolts. I'm not going to go into too much detail on how to replace this bumper because I've already done one video doing it on a JL. So I will try and put the link to that video in the description below. We have about, I think, 6 or 7 of these clips to get out. I think there's 7 clips that hold that little cover piece in. To get those out, you can unhook your fog light right there, and then there's 4 bolts on each side that hold it in, and there's 2 bracket bolts on each side, so that's a total of 6 on each side that you got to get out. I'm going to try and do all this without taking that skid plate off down there. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try. One. They're 18 millimeter nuts. Took out all 4 nuts on this side and all 4 on this side. And surprisingly, the bumper really just slides right off there. Pretty easy. Alright, so this particular bumper that I'm going to be installing, it's by Tyger. It's kind of a cheaper end, but it's made out of some pretty thick stuff. Sorry about the mess in here. I've got all kinds of stuff going on. But anyway, this is the bumper that come off the Gladiator. And with the new bumper, it allows me to use my factory fog lights. So you have to take them out of your factory bumper. So you'll have all these push pins that you got to take out, and once you take those out, this little piece here kind of lifts right up and you have direct access to the fog light. Alright, so I got both fog lights mounted up. I had to bolt these little brackets on, but the factory fog lights mounted right up to it, so that's pretty nice. Now I have to take this bumper apart even farther to get the wiring harness out for the fog lights. So it'll have, I think, 8 of these bolts. I got 2, 2, 2, and 2 up there. And this should lift right out. I had, to gain access to the wiring harness. Alright, so that's out. Now that gives me access to, well, actually it doesn't, does it? So I got to take it out, take it apart even further. I got to take the outer cover off the inner piece. I'm going to take the tow hooks out though. I'm not going to use these right now, but if I could, I would. But I'm going to save them for sure. Oh, it didn't work. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's the solar eclipse day. I'm trying to get on camera. I don't know if it's going to show up or not, but might. Alright, so I got my wiring harness in. I got it kind of zip tied up out the way. I didn't shorten it or anything. I didn't want to lose any in case I needed to go back to the stock one. Now let's go slap it on there. There you have it. The bumper is on. I don't have time to put my winch on today, but maybe I can get that done tomorrow. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know how I feel about the factory skid plate up under there, but I guess it's not bad. So yeah, all in all, it took about, I don't know, 2 hours or so to put it on there. So it wasn't too bad. Oh boy. Alright, it is the next day. I am finally got a few days off of work. So I'm gonna get back on this thing. Just finished up the bumper that I've been kind of debating on. I've been going back and forth on what winch I want to put on there. See, I've got, where is it? I think it's in the back of the Jeep. I've got this old winch here that I thought about using, but I don't know. I think I might keep that one to put on my trailer and use my worn Evo off the crawler. It's only an 8,000 pound, so I think it'd be a little bit better to use on the Gladiator, and I might get a 10 or 12,000 pound for the crawler. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take the winch off the crawler today and put it on the Gladiator. I've got a synthetic rope ordered for that old winch you just saw. That's gonna go on the trailer, and then hopefully in the next month or so I'll get the 10,000 pound or 12,000 pound for crawler. So let's get started by taking this winch off. It's not as easy as it looks on actually, because in there is where the bolts are, so it's really hard to get to, but I'll get it done. Okay, so it really wasn't as hard as I thought. I forgot I could just unbolt this whole plate. Yeah. So that's unbolted. Now I gotta grab it and take it over there. Somewhere over there. Yeah, anyway. Okay. And of course it's gonna start raining right now. Alright. I gotta go find all my things that I dropped. Right. It's definitely raining now, but the show must go on. Dropped a thing here. Gotta pull the winch back up, figure out where it goes. Ugh. I think goes no. That one there. Do these ones still have them in there? Nope. Dropped another one. Dang it. find that one. I'll be right back. Here's some. Found it. It's right here. I got it. Whew. That didn't take long. Found it. And I gotta put it in place. There we go. And shoot. These winches are pretty easy to install, usually. As long as your bolt holes and all that junk line up, everything lines up fine. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, winch is all bolted up. I do need to go find my Fairlead bolts. Right over here. Doing this in the rain kind of stinks, but it's all right. How am I going to get that in there? Did not think about that. There we go. That one in. Put that one in. There we go. That on there. Start that on there like that. Start that on there. Start that on there like so. Tighten them up. Well, that hurt. Let's not do that. Let's go get a tool. Smokes, that hurt. There we go. Now, this here hood, I'm going to run my wires. There it is. Only the second time this hood's been open. Man, that sucker look good up on there. Nice and mean. No, it just looks pretty cool. Alright, so winch is all mounted. Got my wires ran up through. Had to take the air box loose so I can actually run my wires under it, kind of where they need to go. Keep them out of the way, so to speak. Out of the way if I can, anyway. And we got a hopefully nothing is in the way of each other. Looks to be good. Let's pop this back down here, shall we? All right. Put these bolts back in. Okie dokie. Now we can hook this sucker up on one of these. Probably hook it to the main power sources, probably. And that's what we'll do. Okay, everything is hooked up, wires are ran, everything's ready. And it works. Beautiful. Well, that is it for part 2 on this. It's a winch, bumper and winch install. I think it looks pretty good. I really like the way these stubby bumpers look, the clearance and everything it gives you on your, your departure angles and your entry angles and everything. Got all this free space, all this room for activities right there. Love it. Oh, all right. So, thank you again for watching. Gonna try and take this to LBL next week. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully I can get some footage on it, seeing what its capabilities are. I'm really looking forward to it. I was gonna take the crawler down there, but I think I'm gonna take this. I think this is gonna be a pretty cool first adventure for it. So stay tuned for that video. Got a couple more plans for this. I'm going to take it out how it is though. So there'll be that adventure video overlanding at LBL for a couple days. And then after that should be a couple more modifications to it. I know for sure I am going to do the leveling lift. It's on order. It should be here in a couple days. I got a couple more bed accessories that's going to be here in a couple days. A couple things from Rhino. I know I push Rhino a lot. I really like their products, and I'm going to put a bunch of their products to the test when I'm at LBL. So hopefully I can find some people that are stuck. Hopefully I can pull them out. So again, thanks for watching. Like the video, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the good stuff. Stay tuned. There will be more.